Raider Nation. What a game. What a waste of 2.5, 3 hours of my life. So, I mean, y'all already know the deal. Y'all already know that the Raiders took that L from the Santa Clara 49ers, 34-10. It was kind of a tough one to watch, to be honest with you guys. Oh my goodness. We knew that the Niners were going to play their starters, but damn. Our second, third stringers were all bad, bro. All bad. I cannot believe it, bro. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how bad we looked out there, man. I mean, whoo-wee. But Raider Nation, we're here. We live. The game is done. Preseason is done. We could finally get ready for the regular season, and that's what I'm happy about. That's what I'm excited about. So before I get started with this post-game live show, I just want to say shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We are 110 people deep right now. So shout out to Brother Steven, President Reeves, Natty, Raider Nation 405 is Benji, King Ching, One Nation Fanware. Hey, my boy Jeswin, Johnny, yo, what is up, my dude? Mac Bud, we got Sheldon Brown, Unholy Raider Frankie, I don't want to mess up your last name, but shout out. Hey, if you guys are wondering where that Tom Flores shirt was from my vlog, my boy Unholy Raider got it. But hey, I'm waiting for you to hit me up, my boy, so I could let the nation know where to get that. But getting back to this game, man. How y'all feeling about this game, bro? I know it's preseason, but damn, that shit was pretty tough to watch. To be honest with you guys, it was really, really tough to watch. So, salute Big Goose. Okay, I appreciate that. Ooh, I'm gonna get into these guys, man. B Al says easy cut job. It's an easy cut job for our step. Oh. We played a lot of future unemployed players on this team, man. I'm telling you this, bro. Hold on, let me put this mug on. Okay, there we go. We played a lot of unemployed players, future unemployed players, because a lot of these guys not gonna make the roster, to be honest with you guys. But get into this game. Like I said before, we knew that our starters were not going to play, but most of them didn't even show up. Derek Carr didn't even show up. He stayed his ass back in Las Vegas. That's how you know how much John Gruden didn't care about this game, man. He didn't care at all, but I thought we would have at least put up a fight. I know they were paying their starters, but I got to give it to the Niners, man. Their starting lineup looked pretty solid, man. That switch, like that rotation with Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance, I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty nice out there, and I think it kind of got the defense all kind of shaken up. And when I know we're playing a lot of second, third stringers, even practice squad players on the roster right now, but I feel like it was a good thing that our players, our second, third stringers, got a little taste of what a actual starting lineup would look out there. You know, it kind of sucks because I wanted to see Nate Hobbs as well, but I didn't see Nate Hobbs out there. I don't think he played today. I think he earned his spot for sure on this team. I didn't see Solomon Thomas. I don't know if Solomon Thomas actually played. If you guys know that, let me know down in the comments below, because I didn't see him play out there that much. If he did, then he wasn't a factor at all. Damn, I need some water, man. Your boy been dehydrated lately, bro. Some players that I was looking forward to watching in this game that actually stepped up was Amik Robertson and Damon Arnett. Those two guys actually showed up. Amik Robertson was just all over the place, all over the ball. Wherever the ball was, he was basically near it. So I give some props to Amik Robertson. He kind of showed out, especially playing on the outside as a cornerback. As far as Damon Arnett played, I think the first two series, I believe. So he didn't play too much, but the time we did see him, he did show out, man. And he had two nice pass breakups. One on Deebo Samuel, I believe so, and the other on Sheffield, whatever his name is. But Damon Arnett, man, hey, I'm eating my words right now. He looks solid out there. They didn't throw it his way the rest of the game, and he didn't play. I think that Damon Arnett is solid, and I think our depth at the cornerback position, we're okay right now. We're okay. And the fact that Nate Hobbs didn't play, the fact that Casey Hayward, Trayvon Mullen, you already know where their place is on this roster. So the fact that Amik Robertson and Damon Arnett came out today and showed out like they did, then I'm really excited to see. Damn. And it just makes me excited to see him come this season, especially knowing that we have a lot of depth on this roster at the secondary position. I'm okay with it. Who's another guy? Carl Joseph was another guy that showed out as well today. He looked really solid. Now some other players that I was looking forward to, but they didn't really show out as much as I wanted them to. One was Divine Diablo. I know this is his first game, so I'm gonna cut him some slack. But Divine Diablo, they were picking on him all game, especially in the beginning game when they had their starters out there. He couldn't stop anybody out there. I mean, he was racking up some tackles here and there, but overall, Diablo, man, he's got to learn a lot more. To be honest with you guys, damn man. Another player that looked good out there was veteran defensive tackle Gerald McCoy. I know he's playing with these he's playing with some of these scrubs out here, but he stood out, especially on the defensive line, and he was causing pressure. And even though he didn't get to the quarterback that many times, he was going right past the O-line with ease. He even had a tackle for loss in this game as well. Yo, shout out to my Oos. Afakasi Raider with the $5 donation. He says, "Sup, Oos. Did any French player open your eyes enough to make you think that they could really push for a spot?" Yeah. That was a good question. I would say for sure Amik Robertson. He really opened my eyes today. He was all over the field. That's one guy I really liked. Damon Arnett, another guy that I was really like I said before, I was kind of like iffy with. He really solidified his spot so far on this roster. So those two guys so far right now have stood out for me. But getting back to Divine Diablo, getting back to Gerald McCoy. After not playing for quite a while, man, coming onto the field, man, he looked explosive out there, and I can't wait to see him play with the starting D line, man. This defensive line, we solid. Some of these other guys on the D line, man, they probably gonna get cut. You know, all those people that play out today. Malcolm Kuntz is a guy that I'm kind of worried. I don't know if he's gonna stay on the roster or whatnot. He hasn't really done much. I mean, he looks solid here and there, but he just hasn't popped out like a guy like Nate Hobbs has for me. And Divine Diablo and Malcolm Kuntz, those were our 2 third-round picks. Our third-round picks have got to step up, but it's looking like our 5th-round pick looked good today. Damn, my throat is fucked up. Oh, yes. Thank you, somebody. Bringing up Nevin Lawson, bro, is not making this roster. He's not making this roster. And if he is, oh my gosh, I don't know. He got something against John Gruden and his team, because if he makes this roster, oh my goodness, he was trash out there, bro. And I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, you know, the past couple of games. I said, you know, Nevin Lawson going to be that slot cornerback, but no. Nate Hobbs is going to start in the slot. Trust me. The starting roster, Nate Hobbs is going to be our starting slot cornerback out there. This dude, Nevin Lawson, bro, is looking like a liability out there, bro. Yeah, Carl Joseph looks solid as well. Yeah, I seen a comment on here that said nobody really stood out. No one stood out enough for us to win the game, but there was some standouts here. You know, individual standouts. I know it doesn't really show on the scoreboard, but man, like I said, going over the players that I did like was Amik Robertson, Damon Arnett, Gerald McCoy. Those are 3 guys that really stood out to me, especially on the defensive side. Two liabilities that stood out to me was Nevin Lawson and Diablo. Max Richardson had a lot of tackles today. I think he was our leading tackler. Let me look at it. He was our leading tackler with 11 total tackles. So, and Diablo came in second with 9 total tackles. So, I mean, these guys were all over the field, but they didn't really stand out as much as I thought they would. Now, getting back to the game, the 49ers, the first drive for the 49ers, they drove down our throats, running the ball. Like, they were killing us in the run game, especially when he was switching out Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. And, you know, when you bring Trey Lance in, they were using him like they did Colin Kaepernick back in the days when they had Alex Smith and Kaepernick. You know, he was coming in when they wanted to run the option play, and it was really effective against our defense. Our defense didn't know what to do. Raheem Mostert, he earned his spot in the first drive. This dude was running all over our defense, man. But then again, you know, they're playing our 3rd, 4th stringers out there. So, I mean, I'm not going to give them too much credit. But so they look good. Raheem Mostert was looking good on that first drive. Jimmy G ended up scoring the first touchdown, putting them up 7-0. Now, a guy that I was surprised to see out there was John Brown, wide receiver John Brown. Now, he hasn't played the whole preseason, but, well, he did play, I think, the first game, but he only played on the first drive. And then he played in the first drive of this game. He had 1 catch, I believe so, and that was about it. I don't think they played him anymore throughout the whole game, but it was kind of I was kind of wondering why they put him out there, if he was going to be a part of the team or not. Like the fact if he was fighting for a roster spot, why are you going to put him out there in this game, the last game of the season, when no other starters are playing? So I feel like if they do cut John Brown, which I don't think would happen or it wouldn't even make sense, if they did cut John Brown, then I feel like the Raiders didn't give him a chance to go out there and at least show what he can do, which kind of irks me a bit because I'm like, dude, John Brown really hasn't had enough time to go out there and show out. Now, a guy that did look good today was Dylan Stoner. He was actually our leading receiver, I believe so, with 3 receptions for 69 yards and had his longest reception be for 32 yards. Our leading rusher of the team was Trey Regis, who I believe Trey Regis. Okay, real quick. Shout out to Mac Buff for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. But getting back to Trey Regis got the running back 3 spot. Hands down. BJ Emmons did not look good at all. He had one play that he almost fumbled the ball, but we got the ball back. But Trey Regis is definitely taking that RB3 spot, and I feel like it's going to go Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Trey Regis. Jalen Richard is up in the air. I don't know what the deal is with him, but BJ Emmons is going to be cut from the team. If anything, be put on the practice on the practice squad, but he's not going to make the team. Another guy, looking at Nathan Peterman. Nathan Peterman didn't have the best game today, but I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt as well because our starting offensive line did not play. Our starting offensive line only played most of the time in that first preseason game, and that's when Nathan Peterman lit it up because he had time in the pocket. Our offensive line today was trash again, especially after coming off of that Rams game last week. Coming into this game, it just shows you that, man, the depth at the offensive line. Ooh, we're in big trouble, bruh. Like. Who stood out to me for a negative Devery Hamilton on the right side. Oh my gosh, that dude was trash. I don't know if Jerry Jones-Smith played, but I know he's trash. Omama is trash. Lester Cotton is this dude is trash as well. Patasi gave up a sack as well. So excuse me. Overall, honestly, I think Andre James is okay, and Jimmy Morrissey he looked okay as well. Oh no, Andre James didn't play today. Jimmy Morrissey played most of the game today. He looked okay today. He looked okay, but this whole offensive line, this depth at the offensive line is really troubling if you were to ask me. So I mean, our offensive play calling wasn't even all there. But then I don't know if I could blame him, especially knowing that we didn't have our starters out there. It's kind of frustrating, but I know it doesn't really mean too much. I guess you could say like this is it's okay. I'm not that mad. It's a win-win situation anyways for the Raiders. The Niners looked really good against our backups, against our bench players. So I mean, of course anybody's gonna look good. I feel like if we had our starters out there, it'd be a different story. But then again, we still haven't been able to see them yet. So, man, going into let me see. Trey Lance ended up getting a touchdown. Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up was Greg Papa. Now, I kind of miss Greg Papa as the announcer for the Raiders, yelling, touchdown Raiders. Bro, but I heard him. He was out there saying, touchdown San Francisco. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, bro, that shit had me tripping. I was like, bro, I kind of miss this guy. But the fact that he's the 99, man, fuck that dude, Greg Papa. But to be honest, I do miss him, though. He's light years ahead of Brett Musburger, but you know what? That's besides the point. Yo, shout out to Steven Marilat for the $5 donation. He says, need more backup O-line now. You're telling me? Yes, we do. Aquarius Raider says number 72, number 73, and number 77 are trash, are shit. Or I mean, yeah, those are 3 players. That's Omame, Hamilton, and Jared Jones-Smith. They out of here. Take them out of here, dude. They all trash, bro. But getting back to the game, we scored a field goal, I think, in the second quarter. We didn't do nothing in the first quarter. We scored a field goal, which put us down 14-3. The 49ers went down to Amik Robertson ended up having a half a sack, so with Jerry Green, so that was nice to see as well. The Niners scored a field goal, putting them up 17-0. Oh, 17. Why did I put 0, bro? 7-3, and then another field goal before the half to put them up 20-3. And at half, we were down, bro. Like, we had no type of offense. We picked it up in the second half. Nathan Peterman found Nick Bowers for a touchdown, making the game. We were trailing 20-10, and at the end of the game, it was basically over. Jermichael Hasty, I don't know who he is, but the running back for the Niners, he looked really nice out there. I think he looked better than the other running backs that they had on the roster, man. Jermichael Hasty, they had 3 solid. I'm going to give it to them. They had 3 solid running backs. Raheem Mostert, you had Trey Sermon, and Jermichael Hasty. Jermichael Hasty had 2 touchdowns, and that put him up 34-10, basically whooping the Raiders. second strings and third strings. So I'm not like I said. So all in all, man, the Raiders it's a game that we don't really care about, but I think this is a game that John Gruden wanted to see how our depth looked and want to see how these players would, how well they would play against a starting team, a starting roster or a starting lineup or whatnot. And they really didn't. They didn't really pass the test. And there's gonna be a lot of people hitting that employment line after this game because oh my, at least it makes it much easier. As far as surprise cuts. The only surprise cut that I keep saying over and over that I don't want to happen is Solomon Thomas. Now you could probably put John Brown's name in there, but I don't think it would make sense for them to do that at all. But yeah. Anywho, the Raiders are gonna get ready to go and play Monday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens, and hopefully we could go out there and win that game. Especially getting to see our starters. Like I said before, Derek Carr most likely didn't play this game because he already knows the system. But we have most of our offensive players are returning from last year, except for I'll say like Willie Snead and John Brown. Those are two other guys that need to just to learn the system and whatnot. But I feel like They'll keep up though. They'll keep up, or they'll learn it along the way. Our defense is one thing that I'm gonna look for. The defense is something I'm gonna be looking out for, especially the first game of the season with our starters and some of these other guys. So with that being said, Raider Nation, man, let me know how y'all feel about this game because this game was This game had your boy stressing, bro. Had me stressed. I was waiting for this game to finish. I was just happy that it was done. I just want to come and talk to you guys and see how y'all feeling, man. Shout out to Jose Lopez, man, for the $1.99 donation. He says a complete horror show, man. You telling me? But again, I mean, you got to look at you got to look at the half glass. Oh, I'm not even gonna say that. You just got to look at from a different perspective. We didn't play none of our starters. I know it sucks. It was tough to watch because we just had to watch our second and third string players play out there and get whooped out there by their starters. So I mean, it just shows you that this was the Niners Super Bowl for them. So I ain't gonna give them too much credit. But, I give some of their players credit. Okay. So let's shout out everybody that's in the chat, man. If you guys have any questions, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this game, man. Okay. Jeffrey says, let me see. Jeffrey says, bro, everybody's forgetting that the starters playing our third string. Yeah, like I said, they are. Raider Walter says, did you like Arnett, how he played for the short time he did? Yeah. If you missed what I said in the beginning of this live stream, yes, I do. David Arnett really stood out in this game, and he had two nice pass deflections out there, one against Deebo Samuel, which that's one guy I wanted to see him against. I got to look at this whole highlight thing over again just to see how he looked, even when they didn't throw to his receiver, but he looked really solid. Him and Amik Robertson in the secondary. Okay. Ooh, One Nation. Oh, yeah, only One Nation. Afakasi Raider says, did Parker and Simpson play today? I hear the players you mentioned were trash. I didn't see him play out there today, to be honest with you. But the players that did play out there, the offensive line that did play out there, was trash. Roy says Doss is going to the practice squad. Yeah, most definitely. I think he's definitely going to go to the practice squad. I think he's still a solid weapon on this team, but he's going to go to the practice squad. Dylan Stoner is going to go to the practice squad as well. I don't care what anybody says. I know he had a solid game today, but he's not making the roster. We already have 6 wide receivers that are solid on this team, and if we're looking for a returner, we already have Hunter Renfrow. Chronicles of the Black Hole. Yeah, I agree with you, man. He says, nobody has tape on us this year. That's true. So going into this Ravens game, they don't know what to expect, especially from our starting roster. So I guess that's an advantage for the Raiders going into week 1. So hopefully they could take advantage. Of that advantage. But yeah. Shout out to 818 Raider for the $4.99 donation. He says nobody has tape on us to study. Yeah, that's exactly what I just read right now. Yeah, nobody does. So, like I said, this is an advantage for the Raiders, and hopefully John Gruden and them, I mean, they better go out in that first game and ball out. Like, for not playing any of these guys, I better not see any mistakes from Derek Carr, from Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, none of these guys. There's no excuse. Y'all didn't want to play any of these guys in preseason. And we're going to go into this first game cold right now with not knowing what we have in these guys. And two guys that I'm going to be looking out for is Brian Edwards and Henry Ruggs, especially at the wide receiver position. So I'm going to be looking forward to that first game. Yo, so shout out again to the chat right now. We are 287 people deep up in here, and we got 86 likes. Yo, smack that like button just to support your boy, man. It does a lot for this channel, and it doesn't cost you guys anything. What else we got? Let's see. All right, Afghani Raider. Okay. Man. Yeah, family, we need linebacker veterans and linebackers. Street Life Vlogs. Hey, we do. We really do, man. We even though we went and got Denzel Perryman, we still need to get another linebacker out there, another cheap option out there, or whether they want to go spend the money on KJ Wright, I don't know, but we do need a what do you call it? Get some more depth on that on that linebacker position. Unholy Raider says Gus Bradley's defense. Questioning that. I can't really say too much. I don't know. He had some questionable play calling as well, like playing people back when they should have played up. You knew that the Niners are going to run most of the time, but they were playing people back too many times, and they had a lot of plays here and there where we could have took back. But you know what? At the end of the day, there are second, third stringers. I'm not really gonna get on Gus Bradley too much because we still have. Excuse me. We still have a lot of good players on this team, and I want to see how they do in Gus Bradley's defense. But we did see, we still saw pieces of it here and there from some of these players, and Damon Arnett and Amik Robertson. Damon Arnett most of the time really stood out to me in this game, and he really showed why he was that guy in the first round for us last year. But again, that was going up against, he was going up against some starters, but hopefully next week, or hopefully when the first week of the season comes, he goes out there and balls out. Okay. Let's see. Chronicles of Black Hole. No. Nate Hobbs did not play at all today. I don't know if he was there or not, but he did not play. I know most of the guys did not show up to the game. Like I said, we didn't really care about the Niners in this game, man. But the Niners took this game like it was a Super Bowl. So, you know what? You got to give it to them. You know they ain't going to win anything during the season. So, oh, wait. Salvatore Bruno says, John Brown hasn't shown me anything. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't shown anybody anything. So, to be honest, I can't really fault him for that because he hasn't been getting any PT, and John Gruden hasn't been putting our starters out there. So, I can't really like get on them too much. But the players that did show up today, that did play up today, didn't really do too much. Chet Lopez, am I saying it right? Chet Lopez. He says, keep Regis, cut Richard, and use that money to get KJ. Hey, why not? I've been saying that for the longest, you know. Cut Richard, save that money, $3.5 million that we could use towards getting KJ if we wanted to get KJ. I mean, if they don't want to get him, we could still go out there and get another. Get another linebacker. You know, we worked out some guys. Patrick on Patrick fuck, I'm not even gonna butcher his name anymore. Him and Mark Barron came in for a workout, so those are two guys to look out for as well. A lot of people say KJ Wright. Yeah. Man, I wouldn't mind getting him, man. Raider Mike 805 says, you think Denzel Perryman going to be solid? I think he is going to be solid, but the biggest factor for him is being healthy. And in his career, he hasn't been known to being healthy, and he's coming off of injury right now. So, I mean, I'm expecting him to play that first week, and hopefully he could be at least a solid rotational piece at the linebacker position. Again, I'm not expecting too much from him. We still have Tanner Muse, Nick Kwiatkowski, Corey Littleton. Who else? I mean, I'm forgetting some names right now. But our linebackers right now are okay. We're okay. Max Richardson, he looked okay today, but he shouldn't be on our roster. To be honest with you, he should not be on our roster. I think he's a good practice squad player. He's more of depth. Let me see. I seen another question I wanted to read. Oh, not a question. Dave Gabriel, he says, oh, shout out from Samoa. Keep doing your thing, boy. Hey, I appreciate that, Dave, man. If you're really from Samoa, man, shout out to you. Woo-wee. Holy Raider says, our Super Bowl was last week. It was, but we came down to the wire with the Rams. Gory Sanders says Diablo is not ready for a linebacker. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say about Divine Diablo, man. Like I expected a lot from him. I know this is his first game, so I'm not gonna get on him too much. I'm still gonna give him the benefit of the doubt to go out there and still show out for this team because I do still think that he has some things to show, for us. I mean, he's barely learning that linebacker position. You look at a guy like Tanner Muse who just learned that linebacker position last year, starting to come into his own this year. So I'm gonna give him some time, man. I'm gonna give him some time. Manny Walters. Hey, Manny Walters says, trade for the dude on Jalen Smith. What trade for the dude on or you're basically saying trade for Jalen Smith. I mean he'd be nice. He'd be really nice. But what are we giving up though? What are we giving up to go get him though? That's a tough thing about it though. That's all I gotta say. I just don't know what we're gonna give up to get him. I feel like we would have to trade something good. I mean, I don't know. Roy says Kuntz needs to wear that cup or he gonna lose them. What the Wait, what are you talking about? I probably missed a play, bro. But Kuntz look, man. Kuntz, our third round picks don't look that solid right now. They don't look that solid. I mean, Trayvon Merrick did not play today, so he's solid. Alex Leatherwood did not play today. Those are our first 2-round picks. Who else played today? Oh, Nate Hobbs didn't play today, and he's a 5th-round pick, bro. That's crazy. Who's our 4th-round pick? I'm forgetting a lot of players right now. Do we have 2 third? Yeah, we had 2 third-round picks. Oh, Tyree Gillespie. Tyree Gillespie. I didn't even see him out there as well. I didn't see Tyree out there as well. Okay. If you guys have any questions, let me see. Oh, let me ask you guys this: if you guys had to choose the MVP to this game, let me know who you guys would say the MVP was. I know it was a tough game to watch, but let me know who you guys think the MVP of the game was. Let me put it in the poll. MVP. I know it's kind of tough. We either got Peterman. We got Peterman. Oh shit. Amik. What's his face? Arnett. Anybody else? A lot of people said okay. Oh, or McCoy. I'm gonna put McCoy in there. You know what? Stoner, Amik or Stoner? Yeah. Okay, let me put Stoner in there instead of Peterman. Or should it be nobody? Okay, I'll put the poll is up right now. I put the poll right in. Let me know. You guys should go vote over there and let me just see. I know it's a tough game. I mean, it was a tough game, so it's gonna be tough to pick a player out there. I'm still gonna try to look at the bright side and be optimistic about these guys. I'm not gonna look at well. Let me. How do I word this? I'm not gonna look at the result of the game because this is a preseason game. I just want to look at performance alone. I know. Looking at the whole game, you're gonna say nobody because nobody deserves it. But as far as performance, individual performances, let me know who you guys think the MVP of the game is. Okay, I'm getting. Oh, it looks like McCoy's already leading. I'm telling you guys, man, Gerald McCoy really showed out for a guy that hasn't played in a while. He showed out today, man, a lot. And let me see how do you do on the defensive side? Gerald McCoy. Oh, he don't even got he don't even got anything on. He ain't got no stats out here. But like I said, McCoy was one guy that really stood out to me, and I was really excited to see. Okay, a lot of people say McCoy. We got 70 votes. McCoy's leading at 37%. Coming at second was Amik Robertson with 23%, and then Stoner with 21, and Diamond Arnett with 20. Okay, a lot of people saying, "Oh, all right." Someone said Kuntz, man. Come on, man. I love Kuntz to death, but my boy Kuntz didn't do shit today. To be honest with you guys, man. 21 had me surprised. I wasn't looking at the line much though. No. You're absolutely right. Amika Robertson was all over the field though. Or the Niners cheerleaders, bro. Edward Jones Lopez says, "Why I see McCoy was being doubled all day." Hey, I mean, they didn't want him to get to the quarterback. You know, they didn't. He didn't. They didn't want McCoy to get to the quarterback, and that's why I'm so excited to see. I'm so excited to see what's his face? Uh, oh, I lost my train of thought. That's why I'm so excited to see Jerry McCoy with this starting lineup. You know, with our actual rosters, with our actual roster spots. Oh, shout out to D the Sun. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost did not read your super chat. Shout out to D the Sun for the $5 super chat. He says appreciate all you do for the Raider Nation. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the Raider Nation as well, bro. Man, so far, McCoy is leading it. I'm gonna leave it on here for another 5 minutes, and I'll probably take it down. And I'm gonna use that in my game recap. I'm still gonna do my game recap video, which will drop tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that, and then if there was a play, man, there was really no play of the game, man. Other than that touchdown, that's probably the only one. But other than that, what plays do you guys feel like could have been the play of the game or the my neck and my back play of the game? Let me know down in the comments below. But like I said, bro, it was a tough loss. But looking on the bright side, we weren't playing any starters. If this was Derek Carr and company, then we'd be worried. I'd be worried. But what do you call it? I'm not too worried right now because we didn't play any of our starters. Tuesday will be cut day. Yeah, Tuesday will be cut day. There's going to be a lot of cuts, yo. There's going to be a lot of cuts. I think we got to get we are at 80 spots right now, so we got to get down to 53. So that's a lot of players. And I could tell you off the top of my head who's not going to make the roster. Let's see. Nevin Lawson's not going to make the roster. Omame, Jared Jones-Smith, Devery Hamilton. Who else is a liability out there, bro? It's mostly this offensive line was like really trash, to be honest with you. I don't know. Raider Mike 805. I don't know what O-line depth is out there still, to be honest with you. I know that there's some solid veterans out there, but we do need depth because if anybody does go down, say knock on wood, say Richie Incognito goes down, man. I know we still have Brandon Parker, I believe so, and Simpson. But Brandon Parker, I'm okay with. Simpson, I'm still kind of struggling with having him as our backup or whatnot. Those DB blitz though. Are you talking about the Raiders or the Niners? Street Life vlogs. Richardson. Yeah, Richardson. He's on fence for me. I know he showed out today, but I don't think he's gonna make the roster. Maybe practice squad. Roy Ray says Eric, I'm a liability. Harris, bro. I'm glad that he's not a part of the team anymore, to be honest with you. Yo, Raider Nation, man. We are 309 people in the chat right now, but we only got 152 likes. Yo, smash those like buttons just like the Niners smashed us today. I like to laugh about it. Albert Leon. He says Peterman sucks ass, man. Disappointment, and then they punt it off on 4th and 1 multiple times. Like, what the fuck? Go for it. Fucking trash. We got murdered. You got to think about it again, Albert, man. They played our third string. Our offensive line was trash. Nathan Peterman had no time in the pocket. You put Derek Carr in that pocket, I don't know how well he would have done. You put Marcus Mariota in that pocket, most of the time he's going to be running. He's going to be running a lot. The number says Isaiah Johnson cut. I don't see Isaiah Johnson getting cut, to be honest with you guys. Isaiah Johnson, I feel like is still going to stay on the roster. But if he does get cut, he's going to be on the practice squad. But he's going to be a part of the team. Gary Green, Dick Vitale says Jerry Green, however, number 52 was terrible. Yeah, he didn't really do much out there. He's going to be another guy that's going to get cut, maybe make the practice squad. AJ Cole sucks too. I know, man. After looking at you compare their punter to our punter. Oh my gosh, their punter was woo-wee. I gotta give it to him. Excuse me. I don't even know what his name is, but he was punting the ball pretty well, putting it like in our 5-10 yard line, So I gotta give it. To him. Street Life Vlog says when Gus Dow did up for Hobbs in that other game and Amik in the game. Oh wait, when Gus Dow did up for Hobbs in that other game and Amik in this game. I like that call. Yeah, when he always rushes that one cornerback on the outside, it's gonna do wonders for us when the season does start. So that's why I'm so excited to see our team actually play out there and actually actually show out because we've only seen these defense play as well as they have with the second and third string players. But I'm telling you, when we have our starters, when we have guys like Nick Ngakoue out there, Max Crosby, Cleveland Farrell, when we have Casey Hayward out there, Trayvon Mullen, man, it's going to be a whole different story. And then you add Nate Hobbs, and we have Tanner Muse. You put him next to Corey Littleton, Nick Okowski. And then our safeties, our two safeties, man, Jonathan Abram and Trayvon Merrick. Our defense, we got ballers. We got dogs all over on this defensive side. We just haven't played any of them these past 3 games. So if they are saving something up, I am expecting the Raiders to win the game and go out and look really, really good in that first game. I know that they don't want to play any of these guys because, they take, like, we had a joint practice with the Rams last week, and that was a time for our starters to shine. And so far from what I heard, they did look good. So I think that's all they needed to see. And going into this next game, we'll be okay. I mean, going into the first game, we'll be okay. Dick Vitale says Matt Dickerson was bad. Yeah, I don't think he's making it. Scott Henderson says Levitt, Richardson, Lawson, please cut. Yeah, I can see all 3 of them being cut. There's gonna be a lot of people getting cut. To be honest with you, Kuntz did not look good at. Yeah, I mentioned that before. Kuntz didn't look too good in this game. I feel like he's gonna be on the practice squad. Bring back Jamarcus. Hey, Aaron, chill, bro. Jamarcus would be hey, you know what? We do need Jamarcus, bro. If you think about it, we need some offensive line depth, man. And Jamarcus Russell could be that guy, Being a quarterback didn't work out, but if this guy could be a solid, like, tackle or guard, woo-wee, we got something there, man. We got something there. Shout out to T Jenkins for the $4.99 donation. McCoy makes the team. He looked good. Aloha from the 808. Yo, aloha, T Jenkins, bruh. McCoy is definitely going to make the roster, man. In this one game alone, he really showed everything that he needed to show me, and I know the Raiders, that he belongs on the team. And, oh my gosh, the depth on this defensive line. Especially at the defensive tackle position, we have Solomon Thomas, we have Quentin Jefferson, Jonathan Hankins, we got Cleveland Farrell. Who else am I missing? Gerald McCoy, Vickers. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to get cut, but probably 1 or 2 are going to get cut. But what I see from Gerald McCoy, I'm excited to see what he can do with the rest of the roster. Yeah. Andre says that we have bad talent evaluators. Okay, so who was bad? Who was bad out there that you say that you would blame our talent for? Because I feel like if you're looking at our rookies, I still think that they still need time to learn the system and whatnot. And they're just getting out there for the first time, so I'm not gonna give them any slack for that. I mean, I didn't expect too much from Nate Hobbs, but he came out and showed that he's a dog, and he really showed why he should be on this team. So yeah. Teen Raider said, I never expected us to beat the Raiders. Hey, I mean, yeah, we had our second, third strings out there. I had optimism, and you guys know I was gonna talk my shit. I was gonna talk my shit till we actually lose the game. So all pregame, I was like, yo, we could actually beat this team. We could actually show out and whoop their candy asses. But I guess it was the other way around. Filet mignon, Fialon too. Well, cut Fialon. I think Fialon's okay, to be honest with you. Isaac Hodges, man, shout out to you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it, man. He says, does Trey Vegas make the squad? # smash the like button, baby. Yo, listen to my boy Isaac and smash that like button. We are 364 people in the chat right now with 205 likes. Let's smash that like button. Get it up to 300 likes, man. Fuck it. Let's get up to 400 likes. No, I'm just joking. How you get 400 likes with only 300 people in there? I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Trey Vegas is definitely going to make the team. He's going to make the team. BJ Emmons is not going to make the team. He's going to be a practice squad player, or he's just going to be cut in general or waived. But Trey Vegas did show out, and you got to think about it, this last game and this game, he made the most of his opportunity with the offensive line that we had. Our offense in general, it's kind of tough to really grade him or look at him or take notes of him because of how bad our offensive line is. That's why I mentioned our offensive line, because it really shows that we just didn't have enough time in the pocket, or we couldn't even open up holes for our running backs to go out there and show out. So, yeah. Roy says, this game, it's on the O-line and Peterman for overthrowing. Yeah, you know what? I got to give Peterman his credit, because Peterman wasn't trying to get a lot of interceptions. You know this John Gruden offense. John Gruden is like, if it's not there, throw the ball away. We don't want to make any mistakes. That's why Derek Carr was so known for throwing ball away, like throwing the ball away, just throwing it into the dirt, because he's trying to he's not trying to throw any interceptions out there, and it just looks dumb because it just looks dumb to a lot of fans because they want to see plays. I understand that, but I'd rather throw the ball away than make a mistake. Now Nathan Peterman actually tried to throw one ball down deep and it got picked off, so that was his fault as well. Oscar 408, he says Carr didn't even show up. No, he didn't show up. He stayed in Las Vegas, bro. He didn't show up to San Francisco or Santa Clara. They didn't look at this game like a real game, to be honest with you. This was a dress rehearsal. This was a game to see who's gonna make the roster and who's not gonna make the roster. And after watching this game, it made the team's decisions much easier. And if I was that guy, man, I'd be chilling, bro. I'll be like, yo, this guy didn't make the roster. This guy didn't make the roster. This guy didn't make the roster, bro. I'm just saying, they didn't do shit out there, bro. The number says, imagine Phylon and McCoy, bro. I'm saying though. Imagine McCoy and Thomas. Imagine McCoy and Jefferson, bro. This whole defensive line. I'm excited for this defensive line. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm excited for this defensive line, to be honest. This offensive line, I'm really worried, to be honest. I'm really worried if one of our guys go down, because the backups that we do have, oh my gosh. But hopefully Tom Cable can make it work some way, somehow. Flinko versus Flinko. He says, who is your surprise cut? I've said this a lot. I think my surprise cut will be Solomon Thomas. Do I want him cut? No, hell no. I want Solomon Thomas to play this whole year. I feel like he still has something to show, something to prove. But if we were to cut somebody and it was him, I would be surprised. And a lot of people are talking about John Brown now because he played today. I don't think John Brown is gone. It would be a surprise if he did get cut, but I don't think he's going to be gone. Mr. Trade 94, he says, Oos, the fact that the Niner fans were talking so much, like, yo, it's preseason. For real though, like I said this before, it's a win-win situation for us Raider fans. You know, shit, I got excuses for both. You know, if we won, I would have been all over the Niners' ass, especially all the fans. I would have been like, yo, y'all lost to our second and third stringers, bro. Oh my goodness, y'all trash. But the fact that they won, I'm gonna just sit back. I'm sitting back. I'm chilling. I'm like, bro, you played against our second and third stringers, bro. Fuck out of here. So like I said, it's a win-win. This was mainly a dress rehearsal. Jay Okas, did Denzel Perriman play? No, he did not play today. Man, fuck out of here, bro. Who's that dog, Scotty? He says, Carr scared of Trey Lance. Bro, when Trey Lance took over, like, full-time, that's when we stopped their offense. I'm just saying, like, when they had that rotation with Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance, they were deadly. I give it to them. But when Trey Lance took over, most of the time, he really didn't drive down the field that much. So, yeah. Joshua Gray, he says, tell him to stop playing with the net. You feel me? Net way, baby. Oh, I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon, bro. Like, I mean, if he does show up, bro, we got Trayvon Mullen, Casey Hayward, Nate Hobbs, the Netway, Amik Robertson, bro. Our DB room is solid right now, bro. It's solid. Uso, aloha to Raider Nation, man. Shout out to Pono, Sole, Uso, aloha from Raider Nation, or to Raider Nation. Yo, aloha. Oh man, Carl Joseph looked nice. Yeah, Carl Joseph is solid. He's gonna stay on the roster. Man. Yeah. Okay. I mean, whew. I did say Casey Hayward, y'all. I did say Casey Hayward. Sean Geelan. I hope I'm saying your name right. He says, I think DJ Turner and Stoner both make the practice squad. Yeah, I think so too. They're not gonna make the roster, but they could make the practice squad. Them and Keelan Doss. I like to see Amik Robertson step it up. Ronnie, he did step it up today. The number says Sherman for the cheap. I always wanted Richard Sherman on the squad, but I don't think he's gonna come over. I don't think the Raiders are even gonna look his way, especially with what happened. I know he was beating down a door, he got his own problems right now. I feel like we have a solid room right now. I say we go pick up another. We could go pick up another solid veteran backup cornerback that could be a depth piece on the team. But as far as right now, I think we have 5 solid cornerbacks on the roster right now. Okay. Victor. Quentin Baker says, Vic Tafer said Clee and John Brown might be trade. What? When did Vic Tafer say that? When did he say that? Oh my gosh, bro! If they trade, man, if they ever trade Cleveland Farrell, man, that's gonna be crazy, bro. But crazier things have happened. I'm gonna go read that. I'm gonna go see if I can find that tweet. You said Vic Tafer said that? Vic Tafer stay tweeting, bro. Oh well, he didn't tweet anything lately. Oh, shout out to Dick Vitale for the $4.99 donation, man. I appreciate all the support you be showing me on this channel, man. Don't be worried about the O line. We have a solid 9. Some teams don't even have a solid 5. You're right. You have a point. You have a point. You have a point. We have a solid 5. Yeah, we have a solid 5. I don't know about a solid 9. Maybe a solid 6 probably at the most, but I don't know about 9. But I understand what you mean. The Seahawks, their starters are basically like worse than our backups, bro. Flico says the DB room better be solid. We only spent like 9 draft picks. For reals though, for reals. So far in preseason they look good, but then again it's preseason. Unholy Raider says John Brown will not be cut. Ruggs and Brown on the outside. Like I said that before. He will not be cut. I feel like if they wanted to cut him, or if he was teetering on the edge, they would have played him a lot more just to see if he still has it or not. But we paid him enough, and if we were to cut him, it wouldn't make sense because we would take a cap hit with that, and it wouldn't be fair to John Brown. So I feel like he's gonna stay on the roster. Our starting wide receivers are definitely gonna be John Brown, Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, Willie Snead, Hunter Renfro, and what's his face? Zay Jones. That's our 6 right there. That's our 6. That's all we need. And then Dylan Stoner, DJ Turner, and Keelan Doss could all possibly be on the practice squad. Ronnie Grannon says Gerald McCoy didn't deserve to play with the 3rd string. That was sad to watch. It's not sad to watch, Ronnie. You got to think about it. He did not play for the past year and a half. So just him being back on the field just to get a feel of it, I mean, it just shows you that he just wanted to play the game. And when he went out there, he showed out, and he showed why he still has it. And I'm excited to see him this season because he's definitely going to make the roster. And I'm just saying, his play today really solidified his position on this team. The number says Cleats to play D tackle. I think he's going to have some snaps at the defensive tackle position, but I know he wants to play on the edge. So we'll see. We'll see. Solid 6. Bentley says solid. Yeah, I think we have a solid 6. I don't think a solid 9. Okay. Kevin Owens, not the wrestler. Oh, do you watch WWE though? Kevin Owens. Oh, he said, hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Niners for beating the Raiders with their starters and our bubble players and backup. Hey, for reals though. They tweaking, bro. The Niners, they tweaking. Roy says that teams are asking about Cleveland Brown. Oh, okay. If they're asking for Clee, they better give us some. You know, I seen some trade options go down. Maybe Clee for Jalen Smith. I don't know, but Clee's still a solid player, man. It's funny. You know what's gonna be funny? They talk a lot of shit about Cleveland Farrell because he was the 4th overall pick with us. They don't understand that he's a solid player on the defensive line for this team already. Even though he might not start, that just shows how much depth that we have on this defensive line. So, I mean, when he does play, he could stop the run better than anybody on this team. I know he just got to work on the pass rush, but I bet you with all the shit that they're talking about him right now, if we were to trade him to another team, say like the Cowboys or the Seahawks or some other team, they're going to talk up on him. They're going to say Cleveland Farrell is that guy, the best against the rush or blah, 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 blah. They like doing that shit just because they're Raiders and whatnot. But we're used to that. We're used to that. Yeah, Isaiah Johnson might not make the roster, bro. Might not make the roster. Arden Key was tweaking out there. Ain't nothing changed. Oh, bro. I want to talk about Arden Key. I got some shit to say about Arden Key, bro. Oh, it was okay. I'm gonna get back to that. Bentley. I'm gonna get back to that. But getting to Arden Key, bro. All that shit that he was talking, like that story that he posted on his Instagram today, like Chucky, we gonna come get you, or we coming for you, blah. I don't know what the fuck it was, but he posted something on there like he was gonna do something. And two, he'd been talking a lot of shit since he got traded, or since he got cut from this team. And when he went to the Niners, this dude was talking a lot of shit like, oh, that wasn't the right system for me. They didn't put me in the right position. Oh, fuck out of here, bro. We gave you enough chances, bro. When we had no depth on the defensive line, you had all the PT in the world to show us what you got. But no, he almost got to the quarterback every single time. And one thing that you need to know, Arden, is almost doesn't count. It doesn't count at all. And I watched this game today, and Arden Key, you know how many almost plays that he made today? He made about like 10 of them today. And it's the same guy, bro. You different team, same results. So I mean, he talk a lot of shit for not doing shit on their team, to be honest with you. But Arden Key, bro, he trash, bro. He's straight tweaking, bro. He ain't do nothing on their roster. He playing with the second, third stringer. I'll be surprised if he even make their squad. If he does, that means they ain't got no kind of depth on the defensive line. They just letting anybody play on the defensive line because Arden Key is fucking trash. Okay, that's enough talking about him. Now, okay, Bentley the Jet. Okay, it was a trade for Cleveland Farrell to trade Cleveland Farrell for C.J. Henderson, because I heard that C.J. Henderson is wanting to get traded, or I think the Jags want to trade him. He's still a young cornerback that has a lot of potential. But again, we don't need cornerback. After watching this preseason, we don't need cornerback. We solid at cornerback. This defensive line is solid. And if the defensive line could get to the quarterback as much as we think they will this season with Gus Bradley, it'll help out our secondary a lot more. What we need on this team right now is not cornerback. We need linebackers. We need some solid linebackers out there, some depth at that linebacker position. Yeah, we have Denzel Perriman, but let's go get another linebacker out there. There's so many linebackers that we could go get for the cheap. We ain't got to spend money on KJ. We got to spend money on KJ, but if we do, then we do. You know what I mean? What do you call it? Excuse me. But... Well, yeah, we don't need to spend too much money on KJ Wright. I wouldn't mind getting other linebackers that are out there still. And like I said, we got Patrick and we got Mark Barron. Okay. Isaiah Johnson looked terrible. Key straight boo boo. Hey, Key is trash, bro. He's straight trash, to be honest with you. Clee is probably the only defensive line that can play both defensive end and defensive tackle besides Nassib. Yeah, for real. That's what he's a really valuable player on the team. I think so. I think he's a valuable player on our team, to be honest with you. Even though he doesn't get all the numbers out there, he causes pressure up the middle or even on the edge. Yeah, Ronan. He said Clee leads the team and tackles behind the line. Bold prediction. Oh, this season? Hey, I can see it happening. Yeah, Patasi was trash today, Deanna. Patasi let up a sack today. But yeah, with that being said, Raider Nation, man, I'm about to head out right now. I think I went live for quite a while, but I appreciate every single one of you guys for stopping by for this post-game live stream. I'm still working on things for the season to come. So right now, like this whole preseason, I was trying to work out, trying to do lives. I didn't do lives at all last season, but I'm going to try to do it more. I'm going to do pre-game shows and post-game shows. I'll let you guys know the times leading up to the week. But, we got the first game in Allegiant Stadium against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm ready for them to whoop their candy ass in our home because I know we're going to take that W. I can't wait to see our starters go out there and play. And, I mean, this is the season, man. This is the season that the Raiders going to the playoffs, man. This is the season we're going to the playoffs. So with that being said, Raider Nation, man, I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to everybody that's still in the chat. Gory, we got Matthew Melton. We got Chronicle of the Black Hole. We got Eli Street Vlog. We got Eli. Oh, I said Eli already. Bentley. We got Dick Vital. Shava. We got David. We got Eli. Damn, I keep saying Eli, man. I should give you 3 shout-outs, bro. Give me a like, bro. Yeah, smash those like buttons on your way out, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Shout out to Brett Glass. Shout out to Brett Glasso for the $5 donation. He says, go Raiders, man. You already know, man. Go Raiders, bro. At the end of the day, It's Raider Nation for life, bro. Win or lose. Win or lose. With that being said, I'm happy that this game is done. And I cannot wait to upload my game recap for tomorrow. So with that being said, again, I know I said this, like 10 times in a row. This is your boy